It's your boy Tater Too Real, where we always keep it too real. And today, guys, I want to talk about why Georgia will not win the national championship thanks to Brock Bowers. Tater Too Real, what do you mean by that? Brock Bowers was clearly the best player on this Georgia football team. He was the heartbeat and soul of this offense. And the fact that he's going to be out in the middle of the toughest part of their schedule is going to hurt them. What do you mean by the toughest part of their schedule, Tater Too Real? Georgia is on a bye week currently, and then they have Florida, Mizzou, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. All those teams are going to give Georgia a lot of problems. Mizzou played Georgia tough last year, and Mizzou is a lot better team this year, especially on offense with Luther Burden III. Now, why is losing Brock Bowers such a big deal for the Georgia Bulldogs? Not only did Brock Bowers help the Georgia Bulldogs in the run game, he also is their top pass catcher at the tight end position. Brock Bowers is like a Travis Kelce in a George Kittle mix. He can block like George Kittle and help the run game, and he can catch and move like a Travis Kelce at tight end. So losing him is going to be a big hurt for the Georgia Bulldogs, and it's going to make them more of a one-dimensional team. Tater Too Real, what do you mean by one-dimensional? You're going to see the Georgia Bulldogs run the ball a lot more. And if you're the Florida Gators, considering what happened to you versus Kentucky, where the quarterback Devin Leary only had 69 yards passing, they ran the ball pretty much the whole game and you could not stop it. If you're the Florida Gators, if you're Billy Napier, you're studying that film like crazy. You're watching what Georgia just did to Kentucky. Georgia just beat Kentucky 51-13. You're studying how to stop the run because that is what Georgia is going to do. Georgia does not have the horses to line up and pass the ball 30 to 40 times to beat anybody. So whatever team is smart enough to come up with a scheme to make Carson Beck beat you with his arm, especially without his best pass catcher in Brock Bowers, they're going to beat Georgia. And you heard it here first. There's no amount of recruits that can replace him and the scheme that they want to run. Georgia is not going to drop back and throw the ball a lot. So if somebody comes in with the right game plan to just play man-to-man and force him to throw the ball and beat him that way and cut off that run game, they're going to win. It's so crazy that Brock Bowers not playing no more this season is going to force Georgia to play even more conservative type of football. They're going to run the ball even more. They have three great running backs in Kendall Milton, and DeJuan Edwards, and Branson Robinson. Also, they have a lot of talent at the receiver position in Ra Thomas, Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint. Also, they have Dominic Lovett. Also, they have a capable quarterback in Carson Beck. So I'm not going to sit here and say that Georgia is just going to, go on the shitter and just give up the rest of their season because they don't have Brock Bowers. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying he's a big component when you're talking about winning a national championship over a team like Florida State. Did you just see Florida State this past Saturday and Keon Coleman over a team like Michigan? Did you see that Michigan defense play all season? So when you're talking about that, he's a big loss. And I can't wait to see the rest of this season, especially the next 4 games. They have Florida, they have Ole Miss, they have Tennessee and Mizzou. If you ask me right now, I think they're going to lose 2 of the next 4 games. I think Ole Miss is going to beat them, and I think Mizzou is going to beat them. I think Florida's going to play them a lot closer than everybody think. But you guys let me know what you think. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Is Georgia going to win their 3rd national championship in a row? This is your boy Tater Too Real, where we always keep it too what? Too real. Holla.